So, hey everyone, Jamie Phillips, Action Auto Parts. So I picked up this 2017 Kia Sorento, and I'm going to try to drive it back to the junkyard. So my wife Crystal's back behind me, and so I just picked it up. They said it ran really rough when they was trying to get from Casey County back home, which was probably, I'm going to say, maybe 20 miles. I don't know exactly where they were at, but from here to the junkyard is probably I'm gonna say 7, maybe 7.5 miles, something like that. And so I got her behind me. I got a buddy that says, hey, if you can't make it, call me and I'll bring a chain and hook to it. It is running a little rough when you take off, but once you get going, it's kind of doing all right. It's got a full tank of gas, and I'm running 40 mile an hour, but it's got a lot of hesitation. So I'm afraid once it gets warmed up some, that might be the issue. But it is feeling a little hesitation in it. It's just got 61,902 miles on it. It's a beautiful car, but I told them go on and junk the title. They paid the lien off. They junked the title, pulled the tags, because I'm in the parts business. And even though this thing is a beautiful vehicle, it's a 17, so it's 8 years old, it'll sell a lot of parts versus trying to fix it. Let's just say, for instance, if it was a converter stopped up or something like that, yeah, you could fix it probably easy enough, but yeah, it's real hesitant trying to get it to take off. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. Well, once I get it up to about 20, then it seems to pick up a little bit. The big problem is getting out of town, but we'll do a little update. Okay, so my wife called me and said, you're driving awful fast. And in town, I was breaking the speed limit, but I just hit a small hill and it didn't act like it wanted to pull it. After I got up to the top, I bet it's got a stopped up converter on it or something. But anywho, I'm getting ready to pull out on Highway 27, and I've got about a mile or a little over, and I'll get on 698. Boy, this thing's herky jerky. The big problem is going to be Mason Gap Hill. That hill's steep, but it's not as steep as if I go like I'm going to my house, which is called Halls Gap Hill. It's a lot steeper. So I'm out here, I've got it mashed down pretty good, and I finally got up to 51. And I mean, I should have been up to 75, 80 from where I took off at. So this is going to be interesting. Finally got up to 60, but there again, it's not going like I was hoping that it would. So, and I'm running off and leaving her for a minute, but my main thing was getting out of town and off the main highway because there's no tags on it. And I'm getting ready to turn on 698. So when I turn on 698, I'm 2.4 miles to the road that the junkyard's on. And then when I turn on it, I'm 1.5 miles to the junkyard. So if I can make it about another 4 miles, and I've actually came 3, so I'm about right. It was 61,902 and it's 61,905. So it's about 7 miles or so. So there's a Jeep way up ahead, well, not way up ahead of me, but a CJ style, YJ style Jeep. If I can hit Mason Gap Hill, hopefully as fast as I can, then hopefully I'll be all right. Depends on how this thing keeps doing and the traffic. So I'll check back in a minute. All right, so naturally there's a road down toward the bottom of the hill. A car slowed down and turned right. Then the Jeep that was in front of me, that car was in front of them, and the Jeep was in front of me, slowed down. So I let off of it, trying to get a little bit of space so that I could try to get my speed built back up. That didn't happen. So the fastest I had to come up the hill was 31. It got down to about 26, and now it's making some racket. So now, come on, baby. I'm running 25 miles per hour, but I am on my road at the junkyard zone. So now it's starting to pick back up. Once you get it up into the 30s or so, past 25 to 28 mile an hour, it does a whole lot better. So now I'm back up to 40 mile an hour. It's a shame. This thing's a nice big... Uh-oh. I think something just went. Yeah, it wasn't good. All right, so Crystal's blocking for me there. All right, so this brick house here, and there's the landfill. I'm literally a half a mile from the junkyard, and it made some racket. And when it done that, it died. And the oil light, the battery light, all that stuff came on. And so to try to start it back, it's just clicking. So I got it within a half a mile of the junkyard. And my buddy up the road had said, hey, if you can't get it there, call me and I'll come pull you in. So I called him. I said, man, I got close. I'm about a half mile away. So he's going to grab his truck and a chain, run up here and finish pulling me in. So probably what I'll do is when he gets here, I'll let Crystal go on and open up the gate. This is a nice car, or a nice looking one. You don't run too good right now. But man, it'll do great in the junkyard. That's the way I look at it. So we'll get it up there here in just in a little bit, I guess. Alrighty, so it ain't gonna start back. So my buddy Sean, he came down with his truck and the strap, and like I said, we're about a half mile from the junkyard. So I sent my wife Crystal on ahead with the key to open the gate and have it ready so we don't have to stop, and he can just get me pulled on in there. So hey, it was one of those chances. You know, they kept saying the motor is bad. I thought, well, maybe it is, maybe it ain't, but I really wasn't gonna spend no money on it. I would have rather been able to drove it all the way in, but saved me a tow bill. But anyway, it didn't make it all the way, but it got me out of town, which was the first priority. Got me off the main highway, which was the second one. Got me up Mason Gap Hill, which was the third one, and onto my road. So I can't complain no whole lot. And then having a good friend that just lives right up the street there, and came down here and hooked to me, and they're going to pull me the rest of the way in. So tomorrow I'll probably do some more on this. We'll look it over, get it listed and things like that. I feel like it's going to really do good for me because it's in such great shape. But give me a thumbs up. I'm glad, hopefully if you made it this far, you went along with me on this uncertain ride, and it uncertainly didn't make it, or it certainly made it, didn't make it, I guess. But anywho, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.